Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother, I'm married and I have one son. My wife is continuing her education in college. We both agreed that we won't try to concede another baby for now until she finishes her education and after she gets a job. My question is, how do I avoid this situation? We tried to research other means for protection. However, my wife did not agree upon them. And I myself don't want to use protection condoms. Please, Brother Mufti, help me out, inshallah, to find a better way to solve this matter. Jazakallahu khairan. And the questioner mentions his name. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. May Allah make your affair easy. The question has several different points in it with regards to a woman going to school, with regards to a woman working, with regards to using contraceptives, what are good, what are bad, what's permissible, what's impermissible, etc. To keep things simple, if you and your wife choose not to have a child at this time, and that's an issue in itself, but let's just stick to the script here. If that's what you choose, then I can't give you a fatwa on this. That's something that you and your wife have to figure out what's beneficial and useful and appropriate for you too. You clearly mentioned that you don't want to use condoms. No problem. Condoms may be uncomfortable to you. There may be an allergic reaction to latex, different types of condoms. You feel that you don't get enough out of the pleasure, etc. There are many reasons behind people not wanting to use condoms as a means of contraceptives. So therefore, there are other means. There are other means that are permissible. You have to figure out that which is good for you and good for her. Okay? And you also have to realize that you have to make some type of sacrifice. You don't want your wife to get pregnant, but you don't like using this yet. You have to give something and take something. The moment you take something, you have to give something. So that's my advice to you with regards to that. Bidnillahi ta'ala, there are many permissible means of avoiding pregnancy. However, know one thing for sure, as the Prophet ﷺ has told us, is that if Allah creates the child and he wishes to create the child, you can never stop it. So you can use a condom. A person can, the different ways of removing himself, herself, etc. And if Allah wills for her to build a child, then she will build a child. So you can try, but Allah Azza wa Jal is in control. So therefore, you have to prioritize what's most important for you. What are you willing to sacrifice for? The uncomfortability of the condoms with regards to her work, her school, you having children, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. You have to give and take and give. You have to sacrifice something. So that's with regards to that. As far as your wife going to school and getting a job, I don't know your lifestyle, where you live or how you live, but my general advice, this is my personal advice, is that is it good for your wife to go to school and get a job? It may be better for her to be a housewife, for her to be a homemaker. And that isn't anything dishonorable for a woman. There's nothing dishonorable for a woman. When we talk about the modern age, the modern era, not even Islam and Sunnah, but the modern age, a woman in America, I don't know about other countries, a woman that stayed in the house, that took care of the house, that took care of the family, that made her husband happy. This was an honorable woman. It was a full-time job in itself. And due to the fact that a woman has to go outside, has to work, there's career, quote unquote, these things clearly, as you can see, become problematic and they become difficult. You want to have intercourse with your wife, but you don't want to get pregnant. Why not? Because of work, because of school. Obviously, something is a bit wrong. There's a measurement that's inaccurate. There's an imbalance. Something, too much of this, too little of that. The moment that you start feeling a difficulty, you have to reach for a fatwa and search that shows that something is wrong. Something is wrong. So just be mindful of that. Bidnillahi subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like I said, the advice is based off of your own personal preferences, your likes and dislikes. There can be an allergic reaction. There are many different ways of contraceptives which are permissible, and there are other ways which may not be permissible. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. May Allah give you success, you and your wife, to stick to the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ and the natural way of life. What the man is supposed to do, what the woman is supposed to do, where the woman is supposed to be, where the man is supposed to be. Hopefully that's clear and Allah knows best.